Right, so January's question in the Plastic Free Ish Challenge is, can these replace these? So it's actually a Sunday morning here and I'm wearing my One of the Greatest Macho Man Randy Savage hoodie because tomorrow is the Royal Rumble. So I'm trying to do work on the weekend so that tomorrow I don't have to do much and I can actually watch it. But it's an exciting time because the Rumble for me is like the road to WrestleMania is starting. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to see how it goes. And hopefully I get all my work done today so I can actually sit and watch it. So this is a follow-up video to my 2019 Plastic Free-ish Challenge video, which if you haven't seen, I'll leave a link below. But basically I'm just giving up one really plastic heavy or wasteful item a month, replacing it with an eco-friendly alternative, and my budget's only 50 bucks. So the first one is puppy pads. And I'm trying to start off with the things that I use the most. So January is puppy pads for me because I use them all the time. All the time? I should clarify. I don't use them all the time. I haven't told a train for at least 3 years now. But my dogs use them all the time, and we're buying them a lot. So I have 2 indoor dogs that use the puppy pads for like most of their toilet needs. So we go through a lot in this house. Wait, have you met them? Let's go wake them up. Hey Bella, this is my old lady Bella. She's been more skittish, so me having the camera on a tripod right here, she's not loving it. Okay, we'll go find the fun one. Came out to the lounge room, found the naughty one. This is Coco Chanel. Look at that little face. Say hi. That's my dogs. And up until today, we've been using the single-use puppy pads, but I'm gonna give these washable ones a go. So first brand I got is Simple Solution puppy pads. And right off the bat, like with both of these, my first thought was like, oh no, it's wrapped in plastic. Like it comes wrapped in plastic packaging. So if you're trying to give up plastic, that is a little annoying, but you're probably not gonna buy them that much. I guess it's not terrible, but like Simple Solution, if you're watching, that could be some feedback I would have for you. Okay, what does it say? Oh wow, okay, so it's pretty big. That's bigger than like the regular puppy pads I use. And it's got this nice material on the bottom. I would have to look up what it is because I can't see it on the packaging, but it's like, doesn't look like it's gonna seep through or like leak out, so that's good. It feels really sturdy. That's one thing I'm like surprised at. Like this one feels really sturdy. Okay, and it's cute. I like it. So this I got off Amazon. I'll leave a link below, but I got a 2-pack of this one for $19.99. And the other brand I got was Cool Tail. So also wrapped in plastic, so that's my first feedback right off the bat. It would be cool if it wasn't. And this was a 2-pack I got for $29.99. Oh snap, I think this one's even bigger. But this one, it feels more like a fabric. So I don't know, I'm interested to see how it works if it seeps through and then it's going to be touching the floor on the bottom. Because like this one feels like there's a little barrier and this one doesn't. So I don't know how that's going to work, but like I'm interested to see. I'll leave a link for this one as well. Alright. So I've had a look at them. I'm pretty stoked. I think they look pretty cool, but let's see if they actually work. So before I upload this, I'll try these out over the next week, test them both out, wash them both and see what it's like, and then come back with any feedback at the end. Right, hopefully I'm in the frame, but we're trying it out for the first time and I'm starting with the Simple Solution. Yay, first P goes to Coco. Good girl. So what I read suggested leave one of the old puppy pads on there so they know this is still the space to go, which Bella just used that, but then Coco used the new one, so it seems to be pretty easy. That was only a couple of hours after I put it down, so didn't take very long. Alright, quick update. So the dogs have been using the Simple Solution for 2 days now. Seems to be going well. They took to it pretty much straight away. Bella took a little bit more convincing, but otherwise it's been fine. So a couple of things I mentioned so far is if they go on the edge, like right here, it will seep underneath just like a regular puppy pad, so you still probably have to clean your floor a little bit. So just keep that in mind. And also it's dark on the top, so you can't really see what color their pee is or anything. So that's the only thing I probably don't love about it, because I just had to take Coco in for surgery a couple of weeks ago, and like the only symptom I got to know something was wrong was blood in her pee. So, you know, it makes me glad that I got the 2 different brands, because the other one looks a bit lighter on the top so you can see. These are working out really well so far. I can't believe I haven't tried them sooner. And now I'm just trying to figure out a bit of a laundry schedule for them, because like I don't want to do an extra load of laundry each day. At the moment I probably only do like 1 or 2 loads a week for all my stuff, so I don't want my water bill to skyrocket, you know, washing one of these a day. I also don't know where I'm going to keep like pee soaked puppy pads, because I don't want my house to smell like pee. So I'm trying to figure out a bit of a system for washing them, but once I figure that out I'll let you know. But you guys probably already figured out your own anyway. But I think now it's time to try the other brand, which is Cool Tail. So let's give that one a go. Right, back with the roundup on the washable puppy pads. Sorry if this part of the video is a little bit dark and gloomy. It's so rainy and miserable outside, but there's a little pocket of light, so I was hoping it was enough to do this section so that I can get the video up. So I've been using the 2 different puppy pads, and mostly the first thing that comes to my mind now when I think about it is just, I wish I had them sooner. Like I never even knew they existed, and I wish I knew so much sooner, because they're so cool. They're so useful. And I've just spent way too much time changing puppy pads, because you have to change the single-use ones so much more often, cleaning out pee, and just spending way too much money buying disposable ones. So I just wish I knew these existed. I'm so glad I have them now, and I appreciate them so much. So I did end up having a system for washing them so that I didn't have to do like a load of washing every day, or keep a bucket of dirty puppy pads stinking up my apartment, because my apartment's so small. Like if I had them just sitting there, it would stink up the whole place. So my mum actually suggested a system for cleaning them, which was what they used for the nappies back in the day, or diapers for Americans. And this was back when cloth diapering was just what poor people did. It wasn't trendy or anything. So she said they had the nappy bucket. It's just a bucket with soapy water, and then they put the dirty ones in there and just let them sit until there was enough to make a full load of washing. So I went out and bought a bucket, and now I have a puppy pad bucket. So thanks Mum for that tip. That was very helpful. So I started using them on Sunday. It's now Friday. I've had a few days to really sort of check them both out, use them, wash them, and now I'll just quickly compare the 2 brands. Right, so I'll start with the Simple Solution. That's the one I used first, and it had the brown paw prints on the top. I got the 2-pack of those in the large size, and I think they were fantastic. They absorbed really well. It just absorbed straight away from the top. Like it didn't leave a pool of pee on the top or anything. It would just disappear, and you wouldn't be able to tell where the dogs had peed. There was no like odor or anything that hung around. It lasted about 24 hours. They were easy to wash, easy to use. They feel really durable and good quality, so I was really happy with these. They're a little bit smaller than the other brand, and they look a lot nicer, but I don't think they're as practical in my situation anyway. So the second one was Cool Tail. That was the blue one. I got the 2-pack in those as well, and they were a good amount larger than the Simple Solution. They were also really absorbent, didn't leave any pools on the top or anything. It would just sort of absorb away, didn't leave any odor. They feel really durable, they're easy to wash, so both brands are kind of the same in those areas. So some of the reviews on Amazon for the Cool Tail one mentioned staining even after they had washed the puppy pads. I washed mine and it came out looking just like it did when I first bought it, so I'm not sure if that's something that happens over time, or maybe they left theirs out longer than mine, or if they didn't wash it properly. I don't know, but I personally didn't get any staining yet, and I've used them a couple of times. So they both did the job. They were both great value for money, and they both have a lot of other uses. Like you could use it for travel, put it in the car where they sit. You can put it around a cat litter box or the water bowls, things like that. So they're both really great, but if I had to buy one or recommend one, I personally would lean towards the Cool Tail, which is the blue one, and it's just for the practical use of being able to see the dogs pee. And I know that sounds crazy, that's a very dog mum thing, but maybe it's just because I have Coco prone to the bladder stones and I want to be able to keep on top of that now that I know she has them. But I think it just makes sense to be able to see things and keep on top of the dog's health in that way. but maybe that's not an issue for you, and then you might want the prettier, simple solution one. So I'll leave both the links below so you can check them out for yourself. But either way, I hope that if you use puppy pads at the moment, this just gives you some information and maybe inspiration to give the washable ones a go, because they're so worth it. I know the first one in the plastic free challenge for me was puppy pads. I know that's not relevant to everyone, but it's the one I needed to get rid of first because I go through them so much. So I'm so glad I've done that. Now I never have to buy them. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. Otherwise, stay tuned for next month. We'll be getting rid of another plastic thing, and I'm just so excited now because this has been such a good change, and a big change like practically and financially. So I'm just really excited to make more changes now. Alright, gotta go. See you next time.